what God has birthed out. You may be seated, preachers. Thank you so much. I had my old sermon together. I was going to talk to Kiki about Santa Claus and reindeers and elves and the North Pole. And somehow or another, none of that would fit into what God was trying to say. I couldn't put present giving, and I couldn't put shopping at the mall. I couldn't put all the stuff and the lights we put up at the house and the tree. Couldn't fit all that into this message, but God talked to me about labor pains. A woman has a child with conception. She has 3 trimesters. Somebody to help me here with this. And she conceives a child, and there is labor going on when there is conception. And I begin to look at this text, and I begin to think about that Jesus Christ came from a birth. And he came through labor pains. And for those of us who come into the body of Christ, we have to first acknowledge that we're going to have some pain. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you have not had no pain, you're going to have some pain. And if you're in some pain right now, you're going to have some more. Hello, somebody. It's all part of the process. Don't ever think that you're going to be excluded from pain, because this is a birthing process. God is trying to birth something out of you, trying to bring something out of you that's bigger and better than you. Because God never puts himself and conceives himself in somebody that he's not going to do something better with. I wish somebody help me here. God has intention. Anytime God says he's about to burst something out, that means there's something better about to come down your pipe. Then God don't have you go through all the pain and the suffering and the hurting and the crying and the moaning and the late nights and the, oh my God, and can't eat for 9 months, and can't lay down for 9 months, and can't lay over for 9 months, and you on your back sleeping for 9 months, and all of a sudden God don't have you go through that for what? For nothing. And our children, can I just step in right quick? Can I just park in, put a park in? We got children that can't appreciate the birthing. Yeah. Going through all you've been through, everything you've been through to get them here, and then all of a sudden they want to be apathetic and talk back to you and tell you what they're going to do and how they're going to do it, and you allow them to do it. God bursts out, and the enemy, as soon as his birth, Barbara Stevens, as soon as his birth, the enemy is right now trying to kill him. That's right. And as soon as God gives you a wonderful gift and God plants something in you and bursts something out of you, there is a hit out on your life right there. Crazy that they would have a hit out on a baby that came in a manger, that was left in swaddling milk rags, that came here as a nobody. He's the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, but he don't look like it. And I'm here to tell you right now, God is... I'm going to preach to this side over here. It don't matter what I look like, I'm a somebody, baby. Because God put something in me, and you can say whatever you want to about me. I'm a something. I'm everything that God said I'm going to be. Yes, sir. And he didn't make, oh, can I just say this right here right quick? He didn't make no mess when he made me. And when he saved you, he didn't save mess. When he saved you, he didn't save no junk. When he saved you, he didn't save you depressed. When he saved you, he put everything in you that you needed. And you are somebody. You may be in a manger situation. You may be broke, busted, and disgusted. You may be wrapped in rags right now. And you may not have a house to go to. And you may not have no money. And you may not have no honey next to you this Christmas. Y'all think we gotta have everything, you gotta have something with you just so you can celebrate the holiday. You don't need nobody but the Lord right now. And we see Herod, and watch now, God is going to allow somebody with some power to come at you. There were several Herods, but this was Herod the Great. Hello, somebody? He had some other boys that were Herods, which means that there are more Herods than him that had power. But this one right here has the ultimate power. He is the king coming at you. Now watch this, my friends. Watch this. I love this part of the text right here. Because God is going to allow the best the world has to offer to come at you. Because he understands that you got to have a big thing to come at me. You can't keep no little teeny Mickey Mouse stuff coming at me. You got to have something big coming at me, baby. Because I'm packing something big inside of me. Hello, somebody. Look at it here. Watch this now. And he's challenging the cosmic delivery of the Christ. Watch now. The cosmic delivery, which means that he don't understand how this man, this baby, has all this power and influence and ain't been here that long. Hello, somebody. But the truth be told, it's been here from the creation. Because in him, everything of God is in him. All three gods are right there wrapped in a swaddling clothes, right there in a manger. And he can't figure it out. That's one thing I love about God, because God put some stuff in me that folk can't figure out. They have to accept. And they trying to kill what God has birthed out, Diane. They trying to kill what God said is going to happen. And we just christened this baby. And I have to tell you right now, can I just say this right here, that the enemy is after that baby right now. But watch this. We just prayed for Simon. The enemy desires to sift you as wheat. But what did I do? I prayed for you, that you may be able to stand. Watch this. I see labor pains and Herod tries. But watch this. This is what the enemy does in an effort to try to kill what God has birthed. The first thing is, and it may not be the only point I may get to, is the first thing is he coerces willing worshipers. Write that down. He coerces willing worshipers. Willing worshipers. Folk who come to church willingly. Ain't got to be made to come here. Folk that got a prayer closet in their house. Willing worshipers. He coerces them. Watch this now. He says here in verse 7, he says, look, calling y'all in here. And when y'all find him, he coercing right now. The king, and now watch this now, you can get caught up in that just because you with Obama, you think you all that. And you forget about, quickly, you have to watch it now, you'll forget about the assignment that God put in you. God has burst something out of you and burst something in you, and you got to make sure that you stay focused on what God has for you. Because the enemy, now watch this now, Christmas is a deterrent. Watch now, watch this, watch this, watch this. If you don't watch it, Christmas trees, Santa Claus, reindeer, all this stuff will take the place of what God is trying to do in you in this season. Christmas is all good, but it ain't no good if you ain't got Christ in it. You take Christ out, what you got? And what they have tried to do, the enemy in coercing us willing worshipers. He's coerced us and put an X for Christ in it. Xmas. How you going to have an Xmas? X is in the mathematics, means unknown. And we know him. He ain't unknown to the same folk. I know who he is. I know who died for me. I know who set me free. Ain't no doubt in my mind. But we can be coerced. Watch here it is. Coercing calls them in. Talking to them nice. And when you find him, Barbara Stevens, when you find him,